Hi, this is I'm gonna just record a testing session, kind of a validation thing that I'm going to do now. I just finished creating an integration between coreBOS and Metabase, and I'm gonna just kind of fool around a little bit with the reports and the options that we have in Metabase and the integration and see kind of how it works. Okay, this isn't a prepared session or anything. I hopefully I will get to one of those with some like really needed reports and things like that are limitations in coreBOS that Metabase does really well. This is just a testing session video, so expect kind of anything. Okay, that's a quick introduction. coreBOS, everybody. Well, I suppose that most people are watching the video already know what coreBOS is. It's a business management application, a really good starting point for you to manage the flow, the procedures, the knowledge in your company, kind of standardize everything, blah, 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 with all the head start of all the modules and all the wonderful features that we have in here. Make your kind of your business control easier. Metabase is an incredibly intuitive, simple, and powerful way of getting knowledge out of your information. It's kind of a mix between a very powerful reporting system and a very powerful business intelligence tool. It's a really nice and very intuitive, really good way of getting access to your information and sharing that information with the rest of the company. Okay, so what I did was get all the information out of coreBOS, put it into a database, kind of like a data warehouse, make it structured easier for with an easier structure so that Metabase can get at it. Metabase is wonderful at accessing any kind of source of information, and we could kind of mix the things. You could connect Metabase directly to your coreBOS database, but coreBOS has a lot of tables, a lot of things that are in there, a lot of noise, which is meta information, and even the data information is kind of split up in various tables, sometimes in 4 or 5. So what I did was kind of put all that together, so we have one account, one contact, and so Metabase makes it a lot easier to use in that. Okay, let's have a look. Obviously, Metabase has no, doing that wrong. Hold on. Has user control. Okay, Metabase has the typical login stuff and like that. Okay, didn't do that right. Now I got it. Okay. Okay, so as soon as you get in, it presents you with a list of the last things you were doing. I've been trying to test some reports and that. But the interface is real simple. I mean, we just have questions, which is really the big, I mean, it's even kind of highlighted up here, up on this button over here. And we have questions. The questions can be put together into dashboards, and they can also be put on a schedule so that they can be asked frequently on a schedule and have them send the result to you. Okay. Then we have a data reference where you can see the information that's in the system. Let's have a look at the data reference, so you can get an idea of what the integration actually does. Okay, I'm going to come over here to the tables, and we have our coreBOS database here, and here are the tables. Okay, so if you can see, we have an account, we have assets, we have campaigns, payments, contacts, okay, all the high-level modules and entities. We even have mod tracker here, the changes and the details of all the changes. We have the audit trail around here somewhere. Oh, that one isn't. Here it is, audit trail. Okay, they're not ordered, which is that's already one interesting feature because we can't report on that information inside coreBOS. Okay, we have payments, contacts, facts, inventory details, the change, potentials, products, okay, all the entities that are in coreBOS and that you can normally report on. Okay. So, I mean, we could go into any of these. It would show us the fields that are on the table. You can see that the account is a foreign key. So we should be able to go from the potential and the account. We'll see that now. And all the typical fields, even some other fields that aren't, really localized on on the partner contact. I think that one isn't even available on the interface, but it is internally. It's not used, so it's going to be empty, but okay. And we have the status here. I'm going to talk about that also as I go forward, as I test it, basically. Okay, so we have data reference. The users can have a look and see what kind of information you have. We could, fill this up and make it even more intuitive or more explained so that people can kind of know what each field is for. Okay, and then basically that's it. Okay, we have a data reference, we have the questions, the data bars. Okay, let's go have a shot at a new question. Okay, okay, so I clicked here on the new question button, and automatically we get into an interface here. Really easy. Basically, we have the title of the question. We have a select table, which it already opened us. This is the first step. What database? We can have more than one. Basically, I suppose normally you're just going to have one. Okay, so I'm going to click on the coreBOS database, and all of a sudden it says, okay, here you have your tables. What do you want to ask? What's your question about? Okay, so I'm going to ask about accounts, and okay, and now I can filter them. I can view them. Let's zoom that in a little bit. There it is. Okay, kind of slow today. Okay, I asked where's the data is. If I want to filter it, I'll have a look at that next. How I want to see it, if I want to see the raw data or some other information, then I can group it. Okay, and then I can get my answer. Okay, so kind of simple. I'm going to just shoot this and let's see what happens. Okay, I'm going to click on the get answer, and basically I should get a list. There they are. I get a full list. In this case, up here we can see that I have 1,178 rows, which is the 1,178 accounts that I should have in my coreBOS installation. Okay, so let's go over here to the organizations, and I should get a list view with that 1,178. Okay, same amount. Okay, we have the same list here that we have over there. Okay, we have the CRM ID, we have the names, all the fields, basically a report. Okay, just kind of like a tabled report. Okay, all the fields are here. Looks pretty good. Websites, he knows that it is a URL, so I can click on it and I could go there. Creators and owners, it knows that they are from another table. I don't know why it's not showing me the username, which is what it should be showing me. I'll have a look at that. But in general, okay, this is the account hierarchy. Okay, here I should be seeing the other account, but okay, it knows that so I could click there and go see that account, the emails. It knows what it is. Okay, this looks pretty good. If I come over here, I'm going to do this first because that one should make it a little quicker. Okay, up here and these three dots up here. Okay, these three dots up here over here. If I click on that, I get a few options more where I can sort by some fields, add some custom fields. You can actually add formulas on the fields, mathematical kind of things and concatenations and all that kind of stuff. See if we can get to one of those. But I was looking for this one. I want to page this smaller. Okay, instead of the whole 1,178, I'm just going to ask for 25. Okay, so I clicked on that 25. If I ask the question again, come over here and get the answer. Now I should get 25. Effectively, 125 rows. Okay, that's good. If I want to click on the name here, over here on the name, on the header of the table, I should get the ascending and descending. Okay, so I can order them by this. I should get 25 rows ordered alphabetically, and if I click on it again, I'll get the descending. And I could do that with any row actually. Okay, so basically that looks good. Now here we can see that I have another option here, which is the visualization. Okay, this option over here. If I open this, we'll see that I have a few other options. Basically, we have numbers, progress, lines, areas, row charts, maps, funnels. Looks pretty good. I'm going to click on the number, and you see that the table was reduced to 471. Okay, so now I have 471 accounts. Refresh that. Okay. Because okay, it's raw data. Okay, okay. I don't really know where this 471 is coming from. Let's see the details of this. Where's that? Oh, it's one account. Because okay, also okay, this takes us somewhere else. Basically, you can click on any account, and it will show you a detailed view of that record, really on any record on the system. Okay, so I get all the information here, and I kind of really nice, and I get a sum of the related list. Okay, this one has one contact. It doesn't have any of these. Try to get rid of that. And it has two projects. Okay, so I can easily click here and go to the projects and like, let's go back to the view. And actually what it was showing me was that 74. Okay, so if I click on the number, it shows me the number of the first record in the table. Okay, not exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for a count of how many accounts I have. Okay, so to do that, we have this view over here. Instead of the raw data, I'm going to ask it to show me the count of rows. As you can see, I can have a lot of other options here. I have the sum of something, the average, the number of distinct values, cumulative sums, minimums, maximum, custom expressions. Really powerful kind of thing. Really intuitive and nice. I'm going to ask for the count. Okay, perfect. I have 1,178 accounts. Okay. Now let's look into the filtering. This option over here, and as you can see, I click here. It opens up a list. All the fields of the account are available to me, so I could easily look for any option here on any field. We'll do some testing there. But also notice that the related fields we saw before, that it knew what the parent ID was, which is the account hierarchy, and the creator and the owners are users. So it lets me dive into the owner of the fields. For example, I could click here and it will show me the fields on the user. So I could filter any user, any given user, or I can filter also on the related fields of the record. Okay, on any record. Okay, and very really nice. Okay, let's go back up and let's pick one on the account. Let's do the typical name. Okay, so it says is not, contains, does not contain. Let's do a contains, ch, and we add the filter. Okay, as you can see now, I have here this filter. Name contains ch. And if I click on Get Answer, it tells me that I have 125 of these. So if I ask it to show me those 125, okay, count table, raw data, Get Answer, and I should see up here, I should have that 125, and here we have effectively all those that have a ch somewhere in the name. Okay, very very easy to count and to play around. Okay, okay, so options here we have a lot. If it's empty, not empty, starts with, ends with, it's a field. I suppose that I can get rid of that, and then we can do something on employees, for example, which is a number. So it kind of knows that it can do the greater than, the equals. Okay, this report exactly could be done easily also in coreBOS. I mean, this one isn't really, but this is nice because all the information is stuck up to one table, so it is a little faster. And Metabase is very very powerful, very 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 nice, very nice. No, I'm looking for this very speedy, kind of agile kind of movement. It really answers kind of quickly. And that's not this machine I'm testing on right now isn't really a very powerful one. Let's do all those companies that have more than 130 employees. Let's see what that turns out. It says there's 389 of those, and I'm going to click on this cog here. Okay, I'm going to click here, and this will permit me to kind of play around with the fields. Okay, so I'm going to kind of reduce the number of fields that I'm seeing. I don't want to see that many. Kind of get rid of that and kind of bring up the employees. Okay, bring that up into first kind of place so that we can make sure, or kind of just validate that effectively it is giving us the right set of. I don't know if there's an easier way of doing this, but anyway, doesn't seem to be an unset all anywhere. Okay, there we go. Let's see how that looks. Perfect. Okay. So now I just have the name and the employees, and if I click here and order this, the lowest value will be 131, and the highest value will be higher, obviously. Okay, perfect. So effectively, that's working as expected. Okay. If I click here, oh, okay. Let's continue our journey. Okay, accounts is kind of at the top level of 380. Let's see if we can see this also as a line graph or something. Should we want to use on the x-axis? No, not because this one isn't grouped or anything. Okay, that was one question. Let's go down, move over to another table. Like I was saying, accounts is kind of at the high level of the hierarchy inside coreBOS. It's the main entity that everybody else is related with, and that kind of stems off every other entity in the system. Everything kind of rotates around the contact or the company. So I'm going to jump into the invoices, which is usually that kind of information, which is kind of useful. Just click the invoice, get an answer, raw data. So it's going to show me. It's going to show me that I have 100 rows, and I have them grouped. Okay, I have the accounts. So let's do a sum. Instead of raw data, count rows, I'm going to sum. It shows me the fields, which one I want to sum up. I'm going to sum up the subtotal, and let's hit the answer on that. And it says I have 524,893 and 66. Whatever. Okay, that's the total sum of all my invoices. Okay, fine. But I want to see this kind of grouped and distributed by accounts. Okay, so I'm going to come over here to the grouping, and it shows me the fields, and I'm going to click on account. Okay, it wasn't here. Okay, it's not in the list because the system, the integration I made, knows that the invoice is related with account and a lot of other things here. So it shows them grouped at the end, and I'm going to just click account, and I'm going to click on the name, and I'm going to click on the answer. So now I should get, 100 rows. Okay, that means that, okay, this is a test database, and the invoices are distributed equivalently. There's one invoice for each company, so the grouping's not very good, but anyway, that's fine. And we get what we need, and I could kind of just click here and see this. So all of a sudden, I know that SM Toth is the company that invoice is less, and if I click the reverse, I'll get the max, the 5 times, the top 5, and all that stuff. I want to count these to kind of show. Okay, I'm going to add. I clicked here. We have the sum of the subtotals, but I want to add the count. I want to confirm that effectively I have that. So now I have both, as you can see here, and I should get both values here. Okay, so effectively we see that I have one invoice per company, and each 100 in the database are distributed. Okay, that's not really good, but okay, it's that's the way the data is, so it's fine. Let's see if we can get a report there. Okay, this is the line, the counts, and this is the numbers. I ordered them, so they are increasing, or else they would be kind of moving around. But as you can see, incredibly simple. I just click here, and I can change the different types of reports. Okay, row chart needs something else. Scatter probably does too. The pie chart also has two values. We need one. We can do maps and we can do funnels. Okay, all that looks pretty good. And what I want to do now would be, I mean, we could add filters here. We could do a lot of things here. This is a typical report that a lot of people ask for, which is the sum of accounts per and the sum of total invoicing per account, and we can't do that in coreBOS. We can't do this sum here. Well, we can, but you have to do it in SQL. I would like to see if the integration actually is picking up this information correctly. So I'm going to jump over to my transformation, which I have here. This is all the integration. This is the work that takes your information from a coreBOS and moves it into a data warehouse. Okay, I'm going to launch this, and I want to make sure that it actually picks up the change, the count. Okay, so I'm going to come over here to my coreBOS install. Let's go over here to the invoices, and we're going to change a few just to see if the data is passing over correctly and all that. Okay, just going to click here on some value, some invoices, whatever, and we're going to mass edit those, and we're going to move them over to another account. So this one, this account should really kind of stand out really strong. I'm going to click on this and see if I can find the last page. I'm looking for the for this Asasia here, so that, well, I don't know, just I could have done any one, really doesn't matter. Where are you? Okay. Oh, because I didn't order them. And okay, just doesn't matter. This one. I'm gonna assign that to all of those. Okay, and we save. Okay, and now I'm going to do a few more so that we can see that working. This machine is slow. Okay, and I'm going to pick up a few more over here, and we're going to mass edit those and move those over to the same account. Also, different one from the other time. Okay, go for it. Okay, and so now I have those changes in my coreBOS, and I wanted to come over and move over here to this database. Okay, so to do that, we have to come over here to the transformation, and I'm going to launch this. You're going to see okay, it starts working. It's going to start marking them as done as it moves along. And I'm actually running the whole transformation. I could have just run the invoices, which is the only one we really need, but that's okay. That way we can test that this is working. As you can see, it's moving along, and this is really quick because there's a lot of information. No, but because it's a small database, but there is information. And like I said before, this is kind of a slow machine. Okay, it's almost done, so that's good, perfect. So it seems that it didn't break anything. And we're done. Okay, all of this is green, all the way to the end, finished. Okay, good. Let's jump back over to this database, and let's do this count again. Let's order this here. Yeah, you can see now that I already have 91. You can see here. So there are actually 9 records in there. There we are, 6 and 5, the 2 companies I picked. Perfect. Okay, so we can see that it is actually picking up that information and doing the math correctly and grouping, and they're really easy, really nice, really nice and powerful. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's ask a new question. I'm going to ask again on invoicing. This time I'm going to ask about, no, I want to group by date, by invoice date. Okay, and it says invoice date, day. Okay, invoice date. Notice here that it gives me the option. How? Okay, it knows that it's a date, and it's okay. Minute, hours, date, weeks. I'm really intuitive and powerful. Really nice. I'm gonna ask it for a month of the year. So basically, what I just got now is a report of the months, but I can ask here to count the rows, and I get a distribution per month of all my invoices. This is all the years. I'm not filtering, but I mean, I could just jump over here and say, okay, I want invoice date to be on, between is empty, previous year is what I'm looking for, really. Previous year, I'm looking for 2016, previous 1 year, okay? So that should give me 2016, the numbers changed. Okay, good. I mean, I could put here any kind of range. I could put between the whole year or whatever. This is relative. So in 2018, I'm going to get 2017, and we're really, like I said, really powerful and really nice. Okay, so I have the count. I can ask for a pie chart because it gives me the distribution per month of my invoicing in 2016 in this case. Okay, I mean, this is there's 46 total in there. If I get rid of the filter and ask again, I have the full 100 invoices. And as you can see, and what's nice is that, like, for example, if I want to see these 10 in March, I can click here on this part, and it says zoom in. Okay, I'll zoom in will take me to a line graph. No, that's not what I was looking for. I'm looking for, let's see if I can go back. Yeah, oh, nice. No, I was looking for the view of these invoices. I want to see those 10 invoices. And it takes me right to those 10 invoices. Well, no, it took me to 5. Curious. Because the let me see what happened there. Grouping, let's do that again. Invoice date and date by day, month of the year, and no filter. No filter. Okay, and I want to count the rows. This is the one we had. Okay, and I want to see this as a pie chart, and I want to click on these 10 to view these 10 invoices. And it doesn't show me the 10. Month of the year is undefined. I don't know. Okay, I don't know why that's happening. This is a case to kind of look into and understand why that should be happening. I'm probably skipping something obvious. Okay, anyway, you can see that we can drill in to some extent. Okay, and what else? Okay, I wanted to do Okay, okay, let's start over again. I want to I want to see the sum of subtotals, and I want to group that by invoice status. And I'm going to add another grouping, which would be type. What's type? Unset. Okay, that's not useful. Okay, adjustments, conversion rates. Tax type. This is one. This should be good. Okay, this is doesn't seem to be what I'm looking for. Now it looks like all tax types are grouped. I was looking for a pivot table, but I don't know exactly how to get it. It does work. It does work. We can do that. Line invoices break out by category, by location, category. Okay. Okay. Let's ask a new question. Go over to the potentials module. See if I can get what I'm looking for here. I want to add a grouping by sales stage. Not last sales. Last. No, sales stage. Sales stage. Raw data and forecast category. I don't know what that one is. Parent SI type. That one's a good one. Probability, product version, quotations, SE type, and the stages, type of revenue. Let's do the parent. Parent SE type. Where are you? This one. See what that does. Okay. Count rows. Okay, this is nice. As you can see, a couple clicks, I grouped the potentials and counted them by sales stage and parent type. So I get here a crosstab table where it tells me each of the potentials, the opportunities I have in the system, uh, the states, the sales stages that they are in, and how many are related to accounts and contacts. Okay, so I know that I have actually 47 plus 29 closed lost opportunities, and 47 are accounts and 29 are contacts. Okay, if I click on these 29, I should see those 29. Okay, and they are all related to account is 0, as you can see, because they're all related to contacts. Okay, that looks pretty good, and that was relatively easy to obtain. If I go back and let me see. Okay, so I'm grouping now by 2. I have a crosstab. Actually, this is a crosstab report. Yeah, because I'm grouping by this and I'm grouping by that, and it's showing me in this case the count, and I could probably ask for the sum of the amount of the amount. Where's that? Forecast amount. No, it's amount. Quantity. Ah, this must be the amount. That's incorrectly translated. Okay, so it changed it and it grouped here. It grouped it over here instead of putting the cross tab. It flattened the reports. Nice. It's nice because it adapts quickly and very easily to the different kind of combinations, so you can get it all really nice. Very very useful. Let's try adding a custom field here. Um, let me see, a custom field. What could we do as a custom field? Forecast amount modified by quantity. No idea. Oh, no idea at all. No, doesn't. I'm not get. I'm not very inspired. More for probably a little bit more sleepy than inspired right now. Okay. Anyway, if I'll see if I can get one moving along. Let's see. Let's see something else. Okay. I'm gonna use this report, and I'm gonna put it on a dashboard. I'm gonna create a potentials dashboard. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna create here the name. I'm gonna try to save this one. It says, okay, how do you want to name it? And I'm gonna put this potentials count and sum by sales stage. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna save this. You can put a description here, which is really nice. Okay, it says, do you want to add this to a dashboard? We could save it and launch it later, which I'll do next. And in this case, I'm just gonna say yes. And it says, okay, you have two dashboards already. So now I'm going to add a new one, and this one's going to be potentials. And okay, so it brings over the question. It shows me a grid here, pretty big, where I can kind of move things around. And as you can see, it brought the question, and it's showing that I have 20 rows. So I'm going to kind of just extend this up a little bit around there. And there's 20 rows in there, so I'm going to bring it down to 10. So we have 10, 2 pages. Okay, and this is the potentials, and I'm going to save it. Okay, so now I have potentials dashboard, which looks like this. Okay, I can jump back over to my questions. The question has been saved with some other ones here. Potentials count by sum, so I can click here and it'll bring me right back into my question with the results. I can click here on the dashboards. I have two, which we'll have a look at now, and the potentials dashboard, which I just created, and I can do also very quickly. Let's add here another question, and I'm going to add here potential, and I want to sum, just count the number of rows, how many potentials we have. Okay, so I'm going to save this one, and this is number of potentials. Potentials count was good too. Yes, I want to add it to a dashboard. Yes, I want to put it on potentials. And now I'm just going to save this. And so now I have a dashboard, which I can click here in dashboards, click on potentials. And all of a sudden I have all my potentials. I know I have 851, and I have the distribution of those potentials by accounts, contacts, and sales stage. Okay. Ideally, we would like to put here a filter, a kind of filter here where I could just pick what sales stages I want to do. So let's edit this dashboard. And here I have the add filter option. Okay, so I'm going to add a filter here, and we're going to filter by other categories because I want to filter by sales stage, not time or anything like that. And okay, and it should let me category. What category? That's the question. No, okay. No, I have to click each graph. Okay, each question for it to add that parameter there. Okay, so I'm going to add on the count. I'm going to add the potential. Okay, the potential. Okay, oh, it filters everything. Oh, that's nice. Sales stage. Okay, sales stage. This one. Expected sales count, sales stage. This one. Okay, and I'm going to put the other one also on the same way. Sales stage. Okay, so both questions are now filtered by the sales stage. It asks if I want to, now it knows, so it shows me if I want a default value. I don't. And we're done. So let's see what happens now. And I'm going to save. Okay, so now I have the same dashboard, the same distribution, the 851, but here now I have the sales stage. So I can say, okay, but I want to just see the close lost. And all of a sudden, it kind of adapts and shows me that I have 76, which is 47 plus 29. Okay, and I can see the closed one or any others. Really nice. Really nice. I don't know if I can click more than one. That gets rid of them, so I can't select. I can't seem to be able to select more than one sales stage. But maybe that's because of the type I clicked here. I selected, well, I didn't really do much here. Filter, time, location, other categories. Date, range, relatives, stock. It doesn't give me much margin there. Okay, anyway, okay, it's okay. Okay, so I can jump over to dashboards and click on here whenever I want, as many times as I want. Okay, we could also get this reports, these questions that I have here. I have a lot of them here, like the monthly invoice in 2016. You can see here the distribution of the invoices in 2016. Really simple. The nice thing is that you can actually save these questions also, and not only just group them in dashboards. You can do a lot of things. Here we could do a pulse. Pulse basically is a scheduled report. We create a pulse, and it will ask me, okay, what's the name? Let's put number of potentials. Pick your data. I'm going to pick the number of potentials question. It says there's 851. I want it to be sent. Question name to filter. Okay, we can add more than one. I want to send this by email, and it says when, to who. Okay, so I'm going to put my address here, and daily at 8 o'clock, and we can send an email now just for testing. And okay, so that's it. I have that pulse there. It's going to be sent to me every day at 8 o'clock. And if I jump over to my email, which is closed, I'll open it up and just make sure it's there. So that's nice too, because it's a scheduled report that you can send. There's a nice Slack integration. If your company uses Slack, there's a bot. You can ask questions and everything. Really powerful stuff too. And here we have my deadly overflowed database email reader. Haven't been reading my email in a while. And okay, it doesn't seem I got that one. Let's move that over and wait a little bit. Admin panel email. Did I fix this? No, it's wrong. Okay. Let's jump back over and do the pulse again. Okay, that wasn't where I wanted to go. Edit. And send email now. Now I should get it. There it is. Show you that over here. And there it is. Really nice. So really, very simple. Like I said, it's very very powerful and intuitive tool, really. Uh, okay, so basically that's what I wanted to. This is the numbers. It's a really nice number to show on the dashboard. There's a lot of other things, a lot of other tricks you can do and things in there. Um, I don't know if I wanted to really test it. Oh yeah, the sales stage. I wanted to test the sales stage. Okay, let's go back to potentials. Back to potentials. In the potentials module, I added a bunch of status changes here. Okay, we can see here that I have stage closed lost, stage closed lost date, closed one date, decision makers. Okay, these are a bunch of fields that are kind of virtual fields. I added them to detect the change in the status of the record. Okay, so in this case, we're talking about potentials. So the idea is that you're going to launch this transformation here that I did. You're going to launch this daily, or more or less. If not daily, then it's going to be, there it is. If not daily, every 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12 hours, something like that. But with a frequency that you need to read and access your information. Okay. The thing is that with these transformations are intelligent enough to detect when an opportunity has changed the sales stage, and it will record that in the corresponding field. Okay, so when this opportunity is created and changes to prospecting, for example, the stage prospecting field will be set to 1, its Boolean value, okay? And all the others will be 0. The stage prospecting date will be changed to today, the day that it detects the change in the sales stage, okay? Next, when it reads again and detects that it's not in prospecting anymore but has changed to perception analysis, then it will set the stage prospecting to 0 and put it in stage perception analysis to 1 and set the date that it was set to 1. Okay, so the dates aren't going to change because we're going to know the history of the status changes of the opportunity, and we will be able to make reports of what stage each opportunity is in, so we can do the funnel with really easily. Okay, that's basically what this is for. Okay, so let's do a report. Just let's just get some raw data here on the potentials model and see what those fields have right now. Okay, they should. I mean, they started kind of just now, so it is kind of okay. Here we see that it is kind of scattered. This one was set to this date, set stage closed date, so stage closed lost is 1 and all the others are 0. Okay, here the same one, stage closed 1 is set to 1 and the date is also this one. They're all the same date because obviously I just did the transformation now, so there's no history going back. I mean, we don't know when it really changed. This is useful information to start using and going forward, because the transformation can just know when it changes going forward. Right. So, but in any case, we can see that it does kind of scatter the information, and we will be able to know all the information, what stages each is in, and we should be able to make a funnel analysis. I mean, I would have to look into that one because I don't know exactly what kind of information it expects. What fields do you want to use? Data, step, step, sales stage. Where are you? Sales stage is what you want, and I want to measure the quantity, which is incorrectly set the name quantity. And not very useful. Not very useful because because the information is probably isn't really scattered, and I'm not probably doing it right anyway. Okay. Anyway, those sales stages are exactly what we want. Okay. Anyway, what I was really looking for is I want to test that the transformation is working correctly. So we're gonna get this 5,138, this CRM ID, and I'm gonna change its date, its sales stage. Okay, right now it should be by the report here. It should be in prospecting. Okay. So let's look at that 5,138. Okay, let's jump over to the opportunities. Let's make sure that I'm looking at that correctly. Come on, 5,138. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to just jump in here. I don't know which one. Oh, the first one. Oh, that was good. That was easy. Okay, this is record 5,000. It's in prospecting. I'm going to change that to needs analysis. And we're going to come over here to our transformation, and I'm going to just launch the potential status transformation. I mean, I don't need to launch them all because I know that the only information that changed in this case is the potential status. Potential status looks like this, which is really nice also. And this is also a very powerful tool. Pentaho data integration with Kettle. It's a really, really nice tool also. Here we have kind of the results of what just happened. And it says that it read 851 potentials and it updated none. Yeah. So if this is correct, I should have this should not have turned up. Okay, needs analysis. Okay, let's refresh data. I could have shut that. Okay, come on, let go. Okay, 500 and 100. Okay, let's see what stages this is in. Closed, lost, and okay. I put it in what? And needs analysis. Need analysis date. Okay, so that didn't work. Okay, so transformation didn't lie. And now I have to find out why this didn't work. Okay, that was that was one of the goals of this testing session. The testing session. Okay, so a need analysis, prospect, qualification, and needs analysis. Stage needs analysis equals 1. If number paso tal, and then I'll paso tal, yeah, where's the condition? All the conditions wrong. Sales stage. No, no. This was right because I'm doing the test. Okay, now I'm doing the test. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, look, playing on the other screen. Okay, this one is. This is all wrong. Or is it? Qualification and needs analysis. That looks good. Okay, I'll debug that and I'll get it working. It's a not important for the video session. The important thing is that I caught the error, and that's I'll get that fixed and make sure it's working. And there's another thing that I was just thinking about that we could also do, just to kind of finish this off, is that I can basically do the same report I just did before with the sales stage where I grouped it. We can group them by, where is this sales stage here? If I click here on the header, it lets me show, gets the distribution and the distinct values. Okay, if I click on the distinct values, it'll tell me that there are 10 in there. Okay, there's 10 different values, so 10 values in the pick list. Okay, and if I click on the distribution of that value of that column, where are you? If I click on the distribution, it gives me basically the same report that I was looking at before, that shows it in bars, but we could also see it in the table, and it shows the count, which is, we can see, which one is the same with the same report I had on the dashboard. But it's really quick, and you can just kind of click really quickly and distribute anything really really fast. I mean, we could go to contacts module, which I haven't got into yet. We could look at let's get a list of 10 contacts, and we could distribute them by department really quickly. That's the distribution of my contacts per department. Okay, so like I was saying, I mean, really really quick and fast and nice, really really powerful kind of thing. And another one that I just asked, I was thinking about, was the audit trail. Okay, the audit trail can't be done inside coreBOS. There's no way of getting to this information. You have to go to the database, and we made the integration so that that information is available. So we can actually see here that we could ask for the distribution here, but this is probably, it doesn't even exist, because I'm usually working as admin anyway, and also I recovered the test database yesterday, so I haven't had time to work as other users or anything. But as you can see, we can get at the information at, by dates or whatever. We could distribute here by action, so you can see what's the most heavy action in the system, which is the global variable Ajax. Really really nice. Nice. There's also the login history, which we also bring over, so we can do that also. You can report here. This is also counting. Oh, this is a nice one. Where's, no, wait, that's the one before. Okay, this one, login, the dates, login time, where we're logging in from, users logging in, distribute by users. There's just two. Nice. So you can get at the information, which is very useful. All the modules are here, and that was about it. I made a list of things that I have to fix. This is in an early stage, but really already very productive. We have it installed in one client already, who's our kind of guinea pig right now, and this is looking very very good, very 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 powerful. I'm going to dedicate the next few weeks to kind of polish it off. And anybody who's interested, well, then just kind of get in contact with us, and we'll see how we can organize this for you. Thanks for watching.